Hi all. June 2021 visited the Beisbosch, an expansive wetlands between the Rhine river that flows from Germany and the Meuse river that flows from France through Belgium, both landing together at the confluence here in the Beisbosch that ends up in the North Sea. Tidal wetlands, but it's fresh water, no brackish water here. Just an amazing place for wildlife and kayaking. It's so many beautiful waterways back there. Yeah, it's unusual in the Netherlands to find such raw wilderness, let's say, because so much of the country is industrialized. But even back in the 1400s, it was quite highly farmed area, and as well as the Beisbosch. But the flood, Elizabeth Day flood in 1421, basically breached the levees, and it was never it was never recovered since, leaving it to the beautiful wilds, wonderful willow trees and reeds. Give enormous amount of space for wildlife to live. Many birds come here from across Europe, some migratory, many live full year round. The coots, we saw little baby coots with their red heads, hatching pretty late in season. They have kingfishers here and all sorts of wildfowl. The beaver has been reintroduced at a certain point and made at home. I just learned that they're herbivores actually. I always thought that they built their beaver dams to be able to get fish, but apparently they thrive on vegetation, just like this beautiful piece here that's nice reflection in the water. So we found this wreckage. We thought it might have been a World War II airplane or something like that, but no, it looks like it was just a water tank that was blown off a farm nearby. Ended up in the water. The steel was too heavy to be in the air. But the area was important during World War II. Many Jews looked for security here because the Germans were too afraid to enter the area, afraid of ambush. So many Jewish families stayed here during the World War II. It was also the scene of the line crossers when the Allies came in. The Beisbosch was no man's land between the Allies and the Germans, and people would run back and forth between the lines, bringing supplies and information, etc. So it's just a wonderful day. I'm hiking here with Freddie Tan. We've got the Solstice and the Stellar kayaks. Really nice way. That boat there in front is a rental boat, so you can rent boats down in the area as well. They isolate some of the backwaters so that you can't come in a propeller boat, which makes the kayaking really interesting. Their willow trees seem to dominate the landscape here. We're out here on one of the main canals. In many ways, I think this video is just an advertisement so that Freddie can convince Alice to get a kayak back in the UK when he moves back there later this year. But yeah, we just had a great day. Absolutely pristine weather, obviously, as you can see, cloudless sky, which is unusual, warm here in June. We saw so many wonderful wildlife, and here we're just pulling up to a farm for a picnic before we finish the day. The cows and the horses were all curious about us. So that's a willow tree right there. See ahead, and over and out.